All right, in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to create a proper ad because it might seem simple, but it's actually not as simple as it seems. First off, you're going to make the hook. And, people might think, hey, Kai, I know how to make a hook. Like a hook's easy. It's actually not as simple as you think. So, copy is 80%. That doesn't mean, you know, writing up on the screen. That can also be in the script. Make sure it is very dialed, and I'll teach you how to in a second. Image is going to be 15%. Maybe you have a really cool image going on or something exciting that's catching you off guard, pattern interrupt. Sound 5%. Make sure it's quality, first of all. And also, maybe there's some music or something, but preferably just quality sound. This is exactly where the magic of a hook comes in. You have to have at least 4 out of these 7 following things. You have to build curiosity. That's self explanatory. Call out a pain point. Promise the solution of a pain point. Specific niche or audience. Make sure that it is only targeted towards a specific niche or audience. Don't make it so broad so, your friend and her grandma sees it. Credibility and addressing skepticism. Maybe your product people are skeptical about. If you address it, people will want to listen and see, is he right? I want to hear this out. Time frame to achieve results. If this is something that will bring out results, which a product should, a good product at least, then make sure you put that time frame up there. That's a really good addition. And simplicity. So, at least have 4 out of the 7. And if you have more, that's even better, right? So that's the biggest thing of the hook. And also keep it short. Simplicity means keep it short and don't use these crazy words that you might know as a professional in the space. Use it so that everyone can use it or everyone can understand it. I usually use a rule of make sure a 15-year-old can understand what you're talking about. Okay. Next up, the body. Now, if you didn't address a pain point enough in the hook, which you probably shouldn't have because the hook is supposed to stay small, build that pain up because a product should be solving a pain point. Mechanism of the product. Showcase how it works and then how it works. So, showcase the mechanism, then showcase how it works. This is the biggest part, right? You don't have to go deep into the pain point and the mechanism if your audience is aware of your product. So now we're going to go into audience, and I actually have a separate part to this. Audience. So unaware. How do I get rid of all this? Anyways, unaware. You are going to have audience that don't know they have a problem. All right, that's going to be unaware. Problem aware. The audience knows they have a problem, but they don't know the solution to that problem. Solution aware, which is essentially you have a problem and you understand, hey, there's a solution. For example, let me give you an example. I have a rash. That's a problem. I know there are supplements out there. I don't know which specific one, but I know there are supplements out there that solve this problem of having the rash. Product aware. All right. Oh, I know beef tallow, very niche supplement, but I know beef tallow will get rid of my, you know, bad skin or my rash. Brand aware is okay, Kai's Beef Tallow Company, I know them. Then that is the most qualified lead that you will have ever is brand aware. And that's where you're going to find them people in your email list, for example. They're brand aware. They're the number one of conversion. That's who you want to try and convert. They're all going to be in your email list, or they're going to be the ones that follow your Facebook or Instagram page. Those are brand aware. So you really have to consider what's your audience for your product. Let's say I had a fork, right? Everyone knows a fork. Everyone knows a fork. So they're going to be in the solution and product aware stage, where then you'd have to convert them to brand aware, right? They'd understand, okay, to eat pasta, I need a utensil. That's solution aware. Product aware is, okay, I need a fork. That's a product. And then you have to convert them to, why is my fork best? Oh, it's because Kai's fork is gold plated, right? um, Wish I had a gold plated fork. Anyways, Whereas maybe there's another product, for example, Fisher Technic. That's a fun German toy, and a lot of people do not know what that is. They don't know what that is. So here is where they would be at. They would be at unaware, or they would be aware that basically their problem is I want to have fun, right? Okay, that's problem aware. Solution aware is I want a toy, right? So they're going to be here. They don't know the product. They don't know that there's a product, Fisher Technique, and then of course the brand. They kind of relate with each other, but you would have to change them from here to product and brand aware. Instead, with a fork, they'd be solution aware, and then you can go to brand aware. So what I'm trying to get at here is if you have a product that people are more unaware, you have to teach them. You have to have a big section in the body where you teach them about your product and the problem that it solves. So to find this AI, we can use that. This prompt you're going to put into ChatGPT and put it into research mode. This prompt is going to be in the description. There's going to be a link for it. You can get it. And then all the little spots that are highlighted, you have to fill out and put in your own business information. And then basically ChatGPT will spit out all the information about the awareness level of your audience. So after the body, call to action one, you're going to do a simple, soft call to action about your business, or it doesn't have to be about your business, about your product, how it's super cool, like what it does, that you are the only one that does this in the niche or in the space. Then you're going to build social proof. Video is best if you have video footage of testimonials, someone that's trying the product or has had your service, for example. If not, then just put screenshots of reviews. Maybe what's it called? There's like there's a ton of places you can just get screenshots of reviews or emails sent or nice text sent from your customers, whatever it is. Put that on there and talk about it. The last thing is call to action two. And this is where you have to have at least one of three things: a guarantee, scarcity, build scarcity, make it seem like, there's only a limited amount of products or a limited amount of people you're taking on for your service, and then a solid offer, really solid offer. And this is essentially it. And so, as I said before, take all this information as well as you can get the prompt in the description. There's a link for that, as well as a link to our community where we share a lot more about revenue growth engineering. So I'm excited to see you there. Peace.